episode is sponsored by Millie Books. Search for author Erika in your favorite online bookstore. Hello friends, welcome to the Bilingual Book Club. My name is Erika and I will be your host in this bilingual journey. And before we start, I wanted to do this episode so I could introduce myself and so you know what to expect about this podcast. So first of all, a little bit about me. I am originally from Mexico and I've been living in Australia for about 14 years now. And I have 2 kids. When my first kid was born, I was very conscious that I wanted her to speak Spanish and to be brought up bilingual. One of the reasons was not only because I wanted her to be able to communicate with her family and to just know another language. There's so many benefits about that. But to me, speaking Spanish or understanding Spanish is part of who we are. It's part of her identity and it's part of her culture. So I really wanted her to learn Spanish. And when she was about 6 months old, I wrote her a little book just for her, and I wrote it in Spanish. I wrote a book about a little girl that went to space and she went to Mars and she went to the moon and a lot of really exciting stuff. And I wrote it because I was with her on a plane for 14 hours, traveling to Mexico, and I could see how excited she was. She was taking it all in, observing and looking and playing with buttons. And I thought, this girl thinks she's going to outer space, right? And that's how this book came about. When I landed in Mexico, I started illustrating it. So I literally took a photo of my kid and I started to try to make her into a little cartoon. And then after probably 10 attempts, the last attempt is the character that you will see in my books. When we went back to Australia, I was talking to a friend and I said to her, I wrote a book for my child. And the first thing she asked was, is your book bilingual? This friend is also from Mexico, so she's also speaking to her son in Spanish. And what was the most obvious question for her is something I hadn't thought about. And this light bulb came up and I said, of course, I could make this book bilingual. And then that way, her dad can read it to her in English and I can read it to her in Spanish. And that's how I started as an author of bilingual books. So far, I've written 5 bilingual books, 4 follow Millie and Mr. Raccoon in their fun and exciting adventures. And the other one is a standalone book, is called Bilingual Zoo, and it's an alphabet book. And each letter will have an animal that starts with that letter in both English and Spanish. That was also a lot of fun to make. And the second part of this is, well, why am I starting this podcast? First of all, I just wanted to help you, whether you're a parent, a carer, a grandparent, a teacher. I just wanted to help you in curate these books and learn a little bit about the authors who wrote them. Sometimes we go on Amazon and there are so many options. There's millions and millions of options. And it's so easy to just get lost and not knowing exactly what you want to get. However, I think that when you know a little bit about the book and when you know a little bit about the artist behind a particular book, it takes a new meaning and it's something that I want to give you. And on the other hand, I think for authors, this would be a really good platform to tell us about what they're doing and to showcase their work. So the podcast, as the name says, it's a bilingual book club. So the episodes are going to be in either English or Spanish. So this will be depending on our guests' preferences and the book. So if our guest is more comfortable in talking in English, it will be in English. And if they're more comfortable in Spanish, it'll be in Spanish. And in each episode, I will be asking our authors about their ideas, obviously about their book and about their characters and their motivations to make the book bilingual. So, if you are a bilingual parent, a teacher, or a carer, and you want to give your child the best chance in their bilingual journey, keep listening so you can come with me into the Bilingual Club. See you soon!